Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I will share with you my view about related to the US dollar. In my opinion, US dollar is close to the end of the bullish trend and we have to be careful because it can change the direction of the trend easily. For this reason, we are going through several steps and to see what may happen from many perspectives. The first one that we are going to look at is the dollar index. As you may know, the dollar index takes the value from a basket of US dollar currencies. On daily time frame, we may see that we have a strong resistance above that is close to 107, and also we have a very strong support area in this zone. So this is close to 100. These are the two zones that I'm looking at for possible reversals. And on the other hand, we may see that the price created the first wave correction and the second wave, and we have a selling pressure from above. Considering also the fundamental perspective, we don't have anything interesting from the US during these moments. The major part of the news that we are looking at during these days is only big speculation. The fundamental is not in line with the technical analysis lately. However, this is only my opinion. If we are going to look at the dollar index in this perspective, I posted also an analysis before, and this is where it was posted. And we can see that from this zone, the price increased and almost completed the harmonic pattern. So here is our bigger picture that I'm looking at. And in my opinion, it can be also completed as harmonic pattern. It is likely that we can see the beginning of the bearish movement from this area here. However, we have to be careful because the trend is not going to change easily this time, considering that the US is hawkish, but on the other hand now the market is looking for possible damage from the high interest rates, and that is not good related to the economy. It is possible as well that the price may increase. We saw the first movement happening yesterday because of the Powell speech. He was hawkish on his comments, and he pointed out that probably they will not change rates anytime soon. This was the first movement. However, I'm not expecting the US dollar to keep going down in this way. Considering that the market has to take a pause and to reflect before changing the trend, we may see some ups and downs, considering that also the harmonic pattern is big before it moves down, and we have room also for a possible growth. But in my opinion, this pattern looks really good. It looks perfect. The price reacted, and we can see also a gap on the daily chart. And from this perspective, the dollar index is likely to spend some time in this zone, but it can begin the bearish movement. If that is going to happen, probably a good target can be found in this zone here at the first structure area, close to 105. The next one on the daily chart at 104, and the third one, and later we have to evaluate all the analysis, is 102, 103. So this is what I'm looking for related to the dollar index. On the other hand, if we are going to look at the other analysis, the next one is EURUSD. We may observe the same thing as well. The price is close to a very strong support zone. So this is the weekly chart. We can see how strong it was on the past, and the price is already reacting before coming down to this area. It is possible that if the dollar index moves down from where it is now, it is possible that we may see EURUSD rising from this zone here. So it can happen also because of the fact that we saw the same movement happening in this wave here. the price is already in a very strong zone, and if we are going to look at as a white zone, we can see that the price didn't manage to close below this point here, below 106.35. So as you can see, the price reacted near this area. The problem is that this is a white zone, approximately 120 pips overall, 110, but it can happen that the price may stop in this zone here before it moves higher. The first reaction was really good, but we have to be careful because EURUSD is not ready to rise further for the moment. We can see that we have a small structure below. I'll make this with red. And we have the structure above. And as long as the price will not manage to break through this area here, it is possible that we may see EURUSD moving down, also to create a possible retest of all the zone before it moves up again. If EURUSD will manage to break through the red zone, then it will increase the chances for a bigger bullish wave. So we have to see how the price will develop during these moments. I posted the same analysis also before the meeting that we had, the ECB meeting. Despite the fact that the ECB didn't increase the interest rates, later during the day the price broke out the red zone and reacted well by moving down. So we have to be careful from this area here. It can push the price down again. We don't have many data so far, and usually these structure zones tend to be only a possible reversal zone. The price may test and it can push the price down to 1.06 again. So it can happen as a movement. In this way, we may see EURUSD to create a larger correction, and it will be in line with the dollar index as I explained. So we may see this type of correction before it moves down, or it can come a bit lower. On the other hand, considering that the price is in the structure zone, we can see also the stochastic that is in overbought area, and it is showing the possibility that we can see some release of liquidity before it moves higher. So it can happen, this type of movement, before we see a change in trend. So let's be careful because it is not ready yet for the big bullish movement if you are expecting the movement to begin so easily. On the other hand, the economy calendar is almost empty for today and tomorrow as well, so we have to be very careful. I will explain this why. We can see that all the data are very soft data. The initial jobless claims that many are looking at, we have to be careful because they never impacted the market. So the market impact from initial jobless claims is maximum from 5 to 10 pips, but not more than that. Another indicator that I see that can create some small volatility is Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing Survey, but not any significant move. And for the rest of the day, everything is empty. I would like to pay close attention to Fed's speech, Fed's Bowman speech and Williams speech, because these are the only details that are creating price volatility during these days. And also tomorrow, on Friday, April 19, we may see that we have soft data, so these don't have big impact in the market. And I would like to pay close attention to retail sales from the UK tomorrow morning. So it is going to move the markets because this is one of the most important indicators. And during the day, after the data from the UK, we don't have anything yet. It will be an empty day. I would like also to pay close attention to the IMF meeting, because we can never know what may happen and what they can release during the weekend. So this is overall. The meeting will last for 2 days, from Friday to Saturday. So let's see what is going to happen. So far we can see ups and downs moves also for the US dollar, for Euro USD. The next one is GBPUSD. I've had also messages related to GBPUSD. We have to be very careful. GBP is quite strong most of the time, and the dollar index makes the situation more complex at this moment. The price is already below the structure, and we can see that we have also a structure zone that was tested on the past. Here we have the structure zone. And what is very interesting is that if we are going to look at on the left side of the structure, we may see that it acted as a strong resistance on the past and a strong support as well. So the price may bounce from this area. It doesn't look completed in this zone, but there are chances that we can see this type of movement, but it is very risky to anticipate this bullish move. It can happen as a movement only related to the dollar index and the critical moment that the dollar index is showing, but considering GBPUSD, this is very risky alternative to trade because the price can face strong sell-off close to the resistance zone that we have, and it can move down as well. However, as long as the price will develop in this zone here, it is very risky to trade at this moment because it can create also this type of moves and it can continue moving down further. So both scenarios are possible. We have three indeed. We have also this scenario that can be possible. And another one is that if the price will break through this resistance zone, then we may see the beginning of a bullish movement. However, I think that we are close to something big, considering that the dollar index is already testing a very strong area, a very powerful harmonic pattern, and it looks perfect considering also the place where it was developed before. So that is why we have to be careful also for GBPUSD. It looks very ugly overall, but if the price will create the blue scenario that I'm showing here, then it should continue to rise further from this point, and we may also see any aggressive movements. For the bullish scenario, I will keep you updated if the price is going to create this scenario. The target areas that we are going to look at during these moments, the first one will be this small target. So it can be approximately 170 pips from this zone. And the second one that will be also one of the major targets will be close to the top of this zone here. So let's see what is going to happen, but we can be at the beginning of a bullish movement, but we need also more confirmation. So far this is still very risky and also bearish at the same moment. The next one that I would like to share with you, and I want from all of you to be very careful, we have USDN. I posted this analysis also during these days. And as you can see, I left a comment there. The first place as the big liar goes to the Bank of Japan. They are not intervening in the market. During the previous times, they intervened when the price was at 150, 151, 70, 80, and so far the price is just rising and they are not reacting. It is not the problem that the US dollar is strong, it's the problem that the Bank of Japan is not taking further steps. So it is not clear if they are going to change their monetary policy statement, if they will continue to increase the interest rates, or they are doing only bad jokes and they don't know what they actually are doing. As you can see, USDN and all the other yen pairs are still dominated by a bullish momentum, considering that the Bank of Japan is not taking further steps. So it looks like a win-win game, but we have to be careful. The problem is that despite the fact that we know that it may continue to rise, It is difficult to join this trade because any possible intervention from their side can create big moves down and with big gaps. The market is already in extreme overbought conditions. On the daily chart, we may see that the stochastic is moving in this area, is accumulating since March 19th here. So it is almost 1 month. The price is not moving at all. Look at the stochastic indicator, what is doing. And it can continue doing this movement. It can be in this area, but any sell-off can create a movement that can be very, very large seen from this perspective. That is why it is better to stay away from the yen pairs. So this is overall. I don't think that it will move down so easily, despite the fact that the dollar index is showing for a possible bearish movement that we are looking at. I don't think that this is going to impact USD, so probably it can impact this currency, but not too much. So let's see what is going to happen during the coming days. So that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to hit the like button and follow. Bye bye.